Hey folks, first video of NAMM 2019, and what a better way to start than with my buddy Mike Lewis. Put her there.
Hey, baby.
Great to see you as always.
See you.
It's always fun to come here to the Fender event on Wednesday night, Fender Custom Shop event. There's all kinds of unbelievable six-stringed candy afoot. And Mike's gonna give us a little guided tour of some of the new morsels, the new offerings from the Fender Custom Shop. And Mike, take it away.
Okay, how you all doing? So for 2019 in our custom collection,
yes.
You know, we've got our different families. You know, we've got the limited edition, we've got the artisan, we've got the postmoderns, we've got the vintage custom, and also artist signature.
Yes.
Okay, so this year in artist signature, we're very happy to be doing a 30th anniversary Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yes.
In the custom shop. It's never been done in the custom shop before. It was always done on the regular Fender line. Right. However, we wanted to bring it in because the original Yngwie models were developed in conjunction with Dan Smith and George Blanda 30 years ago in the custom shop.
Got it.
Okay, because back then custom shop was R&D for Fender. So the differences between the current model that Fender makes and the custom shop version is we're doing a maple cap on the guitar.
Interesting.
As opposed to a one piece. Okay, so it's a real 68 Strat.
Okay.
The maple cap with the scallops.
Got it.
No bullet.
Right.
The regular one has a bullet, right? And also it's lacquer top coat. And we're using the Seymour Duncan speed knob down here.
Okay.
Really
Crumble-uppa.
yeah. So it's really cool.
I think is what I just
and,
said.
Crumple-uppa. And Yngwie asked for a burgundy mist. He always wanted burgundy mist. So I said, yeah, man, let's do a burgundy mist.
I find it's just better to give Yngwie what he wants.
Totally. I mean, you know, he's
a Viking.
Yeah, he is. You can't say no. Okay, so that's cool. And also the SRV signature Strat that Fender has been making for nearly 30 years, right? We just brought it into the custom shop for the first time ever. And the differences you're gonna find with this versus the regular signature model that we've been doing for a while is the Texas Specials are hand-wound. Custom shop hand-wound Texas Specials. And the neck shape is slightly different. It's more dialed in right off of Jimmy's number one.
Okay.
That we recently did the autopsy on again for the second time when we did the Vaughn Brothers last year.
Got it.
So we had that data. So
it's a big C type of thing?
Yeah, it's actually not that big.
Well, it's not huge, but it's comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Very nice neck, very nice guitar.
Very resonant beast.
Yeah. Okay, now here are the Jimmy Vaughn signatures that we introduced this past July.
Yes.
Okay. You know, Jimmy's had a signature model in our Mexico line
which are great guitars.
A number of years.
And they have a tele pickup in the bridge, right? Ish?
No. Those are Tex-Mex pickups.
Okay.
On his. These are brand new design pickups that we did with Jimmy.
Okay.
He came out to the shop. We worked, developed some stuff, and so these are JLV hand wounds. Very, very nice pickups. The difference between this and a normal Strat is the way it's wired. There's no tone control on the middle pickup.
Okay.
So you just got down here, you got the tone controls on the bridge, no tone control in the middle, and then on the neck you got this tone control.
Okay.
Okay. It's also got the tone saver bleed on the volume, which he'd never used before, but when he tried it, he loved it because he likes turning his volume knob way down.
Right.
Anyway, it's got in it the neck is a right off of his old white guitar.
Okay, yeah.
The one that we
did.
did.
Beaten up.
Yeah. It's that neck.
So it was a big beast? Is it like a...
Not too big. It's narrower at the nut. A little bit narrower down here.
Yeah. That's a respectable girth, though. I mean, it's not like a...
Yeah.
It's not diminutive, but not
And he's
massive.
been playing this one, the Aged Aztec Gold.
That's beautiful.
And we do it in the Lush Closet Classic, so it's not dinged up. It's just got some checking in it. Checking's also on the neck, signature on the back.
I don't know what it is, but I love just a single ply pickguard.
Yeah,
man. It looks glorious.
Well, it sounds good, too. It's more open.
Huh? We like these things.
So Aged Aztec Gold, Olympic White, and a wide fade two-tone sunburst.
That's beautiful.
That's for our signature models for 2019.
Okay.
Pretty nice, huh?
Beautiful.
Okay, so our mid-year collection from 2018 that we introduced in the middle of the year and it runs 12 months. We brought in a couple things.
That is quite a comely instrument.
The maple burl, thin line telly
Beautiful.
with herringbone binding.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at that.
Roasted body, super flame maple neck, single ply shell guard. The loaded no caster pickups. I think we talked about these last year,
Yep.
where the wire is thinner, more winds, bigger diameter magnets, kind of equals juicy tone.
Juicy.
On that telly. Juicy is good, right?
Juicy is good. Succulence is even better.
And here's something you just can't have too many of. Black paisley strats.
Beautiful.
We're also doing this in pink paisley. Big head 68 strat. Relic,
Beautiful.
all 68 dialed in. And then we did a hum single 51 telly with a Seth Lover in the neck.
Yep.
Okay. So this comes in a couple different colors. Obviously, it comes in the butterscotch blonde and the wide fade two-tone sunburst.
The unofficial Keith Richards experience. But we didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
We didn't say anything about that.
The roasted 60 strat. Roasted body, roasted neck. Comes in 3 or 4 colors.
Beautiful.
You see the roasted quarter-sawn neck.
That's beautiful
Super
indeed.
nice.
That's another look I really like is the tortoise shell against the blonde. It's got a thing for it. I got a thing for it.
I know, man.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Switch over here.
Vintage Custom. Remember we talked about Vintage Custom last year?
Yes.
Brand new series for the Custom Shop. The whole concept behind it is what we've done is we look back in the history books. We find things that were like more prototypical, things that kind of changed or phased out before the actual production models
Right.
appeared, you know? Like maybe could it be a neck shape or a fingerboard or a small feature. So you find like 1 or 2 examples of it out in the real world.
Right.
Okay, you say, well, that's kind of cool. But you also don't want to like go into it too deep because there was a reason why
It didn't do it.
it didn't do it. You know what I mean? But one of the coolest things that we found was on a 62 Strat, we found one example out in the world of a flat lamb maple cap
Ah.
on a 62 Strat. So you look down here, you can see the flat lamb maple.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting. Beautiful.
So this guitar follows in line with all the vintage customs that have what we call the time capsule,
Right.
okay, finish package, which is the new old stock flash coat lacquer finish.
Okay.
So that means it's not buffed,
Got it.
like the old ones, right? Very thin top coat, high thinner content. You flash it on, the thinner evaporates, and the lacquer wraps around the guitar, and there's no buffing needed. So, but you look at it, and there's like a little bit of like orange peel in there.
Yeah.
And it's real thin, right? And
So it resonates like a beast.
It resonates like a beast. And it's on the neck as well. Okay?
Yeah.
And all the vintage customs have a 7 1/4 to 9 1/2 inch compound radius.
Cool.
And the reason why we do that is we discovered that many of the early Blackguard tellies had that radius. And we know that it wasn't intentional, but boy, does it feel like an old guitar.
Right. Cool.
You know what I mean? And the frets are a little bit bigger than vintage, but smaller than 6105s, but there's just enough
To get under it.
under there to get under it. So it really feels like an old, nice old comfy guitar.
Oh, look at that cap on it. Cool. No, it feels good. Feels like an old one. I like it.
Yeah.
That's beauteous.
We're also doing a 57, gold hardware. People would call this a Mary Kay, right?
Yeah.
And it's got all the same type of concept as the 62 with the flash coat lacquer, 57 neck shape, same kind of fret, same kind of radius, gold hardware, the translucent white blonde finish. And
Beautiful.
tonight at the sale, we've got numerous versions of this in different colors and agings and things like that. It's very, very nice.
Was it a smaller 57 neck on there?
It's like the medium, sort of
Yeah,
medium size, not too big. But then again, it's like it's got that old
Beautiful.
vibe to it.
Absolutely.
Also, the vintage custom, we're doing a 58 top load.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Top load telly.
Top loader. Looks for playing in your life.
Yeah.
I like it.
And there were some examples of the top load tellies in '58 that were string through as well.
Okay, so you got
So you can choose,
beautiful.
but the bridge has got the holes in the back. And I'll tell you what, there's a sound to this.
I'm sure there is.
You play bop, bop, the first couple
Yep.
chords of
Good
Good Times, Bad Times.
Yep.
I swear to God, you know.
Beautiful.
And then finally, in this series, '58 prototype Jazzmaster. Black anodized guard. This is like a replica of the third prototype Jazzmaster. Notice on the bridge, there's no engraving.
Right.
It's just plain metal. It's like, okay, what do we do here? Let's try this out.
It's cool.
Teletype knobs. Okay, one-piece maple neck.
Yes. Ooh.
It
Yeah.
does all the things that a Jazzmaster does, and it doesn't do all the things that a Jazzmaster doesn't do.
Right, I got you. That's really cool.